morning everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be interviewing David and it's lovely to have him with us. As you know, David is the creator of Bert and also recovered from open heart surgery. Good morning to you, David. How are you today?
I'm fine, Susie. Good morning to you. Good morning, listeners.
Good morning. And David, we're going to start kicking off this lovely interview with your recovery from open heart surgery, and that must have been a hell of a journey.
Well, it was my determination to recover. When I was told I had to be housebound, I treated the comment with contempt. I'm a lively person. As you know, I'm determined to do more than just getting by sitting down. So I strove to put in that little bit extra with everything, and I didn't mope about. It's not in my dictionary. And I got up and got on with life, which I hope anyone else who's had similar surgery can do.
Excellent. Now I'm going to go backwards in time to when you were 15, and I've noticed from our research team that you fell out of a slow moving train.
Well, yeah, good for your team. In those days, they had steam trains, you know, those engines that and it was customary. The train pulled into the station, went slower and slower, and then who wanted to get off, got off. Well, the train was going slower and slower and slower, and I was going to get off, so I got off, and as I got off, the train accelerated with me sliding along the platform.
That sounds very scary, but also quite funny too, really.
Yeah.
It sounds like an interesting story at 15. And also, we're going to go, it's your birthday next Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to lots of wishes and lots of cards.
Oh, and I'm going to give out your email address towards the end of this interview. So, David, what's next in line? Your short stories. Tell us about your short stories.
Well, as you know, you've read a lot of them. My Mrs. Crumb's stories. I see it when I get time to do some more. And I'm now thinking of doing stories about Bert.
Bert, now we all love Bert, and I think there's a few episodes that we've all had and laughed and laughed and laughed. You do make us smile with Bert. It started off from
Thank you very much.
From Bob and Norm, which Bob and Norm might come back eventually, but Bert is just brilliant, isn't it? It's just you can actually visualise yourself being in that chip shop.
I think a lot of people like it. I think we've had 40,000 plus views, and that's great. We've got Bert, we've got Harry Geezer, in What Sells Things. Well, I can promise you there's a couple of funny ones coming up with Harry Geezer and, of course, Mrs. Norm.
Oh, that always gets us every time, Mrs. Norm. She's absolutely incredible character, isn't she, Mrs. Norm? So, what else have you got planned besides stories? And I understand you're going away for your birthday next week, which is lovely.
Yes, thank you very much. A couple of nights away. It's very difficult to find the time, and for everyone who wants to go away together, but we'll make it.
Oh, right. And also, I've read in your thing that you survived. The train thing is absolutely incredible. You survived without even getting a scratch when you fell off, and you fell off a galloping horse. I mean, this was at 20. This is a few years later. You fell off a horse.
I was out with the boys,
Goodness
and we'd hired some horses, and we were going around a gallop, and I didn't realise my feet came out the stirrup, and I'm told I rolled up in a ball, flew up in the air, bounced along the floor, and got up, and the horse was very embarrassed.
The horse was embarrassed, or you were embarrassed? I think your pride
Not
must
me,
have...
not me.
No. So tell us a bit more about Bert, because we all love Bert. What sort of character is Bert? Describe for us what Bert is. I know he works in he's got
He's
a
a typical East Londoner.
So describe
There used to be.
What an East London, because it was before my time.
Well, it was a Cockney. From what I understand from Bert, the shop has been in his family for over 200 years, and he's still got his dad working there, peeling the potatoes in the back room, and his dad's 106 years old.
Well, he's doing well, isn't he? He's peeling those potatoes. Do you think he has a shot of gin before he goes to bed?
Yeah, well, I think we all do.
I think we do, definitely. And so what other short stories? Are you thinking of writing a Bert book? Is this going to be based around the chip shop or other things? Or what's it going to be?
Well, it's going to be based around Bert and the chip shop and the area, like Mr. and Mrs. Crumb's bakery, which is in the area. And I'm not going to say that I live near the area or have somewhere I go to in the area, but we all go down there, go to the Wassenheim on a Saturday night, see the show, have a few beers. It's great down there. And as a child, I was born in that part of London, so I'm really a Cockney as well.
Wow. Were you born under the sign of the sound of the Bow Bells?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, that is intriguing, isn't it?
I was born with a smile on my boat race.
On your boat race.
No, I didn't have any hamsters in those days.
You haven't got any much now. Chopping on your food.
Personal. Oh, don't be careful, Susan.
So what inspires you to write? What gives you the inspiration to write? What gives you, do you think of an idea and just expand on it? What gives you the...
Well, it's not funny, but I started reading and doing puzzle books, and I thought, oh, blow this. Other people's ideas, other people's thoughts. I've got lots of my own. Why don't I try and write? And as you know, I wrote that book by me, all about advertising. There's about 106 or 110 adverts in the book. All rubbish, all false, all a laugh, never been published. And from there I thought, what do I do next? And you were doing your Bob and Norm, and you were looking for more characters. So I thought I'd borrow Bert from one of the stores and do his chip shop, and the characters come in incidentally, accidentally, Amish, and I insist, I've got the best Scottish dialect.
No, you haven't. It was awful. No, you haven't. It was absolutely awful.
It was a lovely wee
A lot of you don't know this, but David bought me this toy thing that talks, and it's dressed in a Scottish outfit, and it is awful.
It plays the bagpipes.
It plays the bagpipes. It's awful, but it sits in the corner, thank God, and it's turned off, because we have a lot of things in this house that are completely different. And, you know, it's quite fun. Also, I know you supported a couple of friends of mine during their difficult time, who also recovered from the same operation as you. And you've played quite a strong supportive role, and a little girl in America that's 6 now.
Little Blossom.
And I think that's a really nice thing to do, because you can share your support and stories with others as well.
Well, as and when it's relevant, like when you're speaking to calls on the phone and they tell you about themselves or relatives feeling sorry for themselves, they have to be told that they have a new chance of life. It's not the end of life, having a heart operation. It's a new start. They've got to get up and get out if they're fit, use the benefit of a new beginning the marvellous surgeons, doctors, nurses and others have given them. Go out and enjoy life while you can, when you can.
That's absolutely, there's a big saying now, live your best life ever. And I think that's quite true, isn't it? Especially for you, giving a second chance, because it must have been it was frightening for us, but obviously you've got this second chance, and obviously you can go out and do whatever you want when you can.
Yeah, and I've got to apologise to listeners for my squeaky voice. I've got a bit of pineapple stuck in my throat.
He hasn't got tight trousers on, ladies and gentlemen.
No, that's squeaky voice.
That's squeaky voice. No, but your voice has got better, isn't it? Because that's one of the things that was a bit weak at first. Well, David, it's been lovely speaking to you and sharing your story, and we hope to hear more from Bert soon. And also, folks, you know what to do. You know to subscribe to the channel. It's called Susie Flower. Hit that like button, hit that bell, and leave us a comment below.
By the way, Susie, is that true you're coming down to Bert's shop? Because I can be there.
Yeah.
And you're going to interview Bert and Harry.
I am going to interview Bert and Harry. And also, what was really funny last night was my brother wants cotton chips, a large cotton chips, which was really funny. But folks, if you want to send David an email, and we will vet these emails, it's dpflower@hotmail.co.uk. But folks, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, hit that bell, and leave us a comment below. And from me, Susie.
And from me, there's only one thing left to say. Next interviewer, please.
Take care, have a lovely day, enjoy the weather. Bye bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.